Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
56. Watch the curve. Check 26, check 26, 49.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Murray with a third and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll run on first down. Bonner. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. And a give this time to the tailback. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Davis now. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
56, check 56. Get that quarterback.
Throwing again on second down. Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Murray now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Mike 56.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, Bonner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Bonner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. On second down, Bonner. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Davis. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
18 yards, first down Niners.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Get set. Hey, hold on. 55. Come on. I'm coming. I'm coming. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Davis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Davis operating from the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not. Very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready, ready. Stand ready. Minus 59. Hey, let's get that ball, King. Let's get that.
They'll run on 1st down. Bonner. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Breida. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Big stop.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Bonner. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Now Davis on 1st and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by D.J. Reed, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Davis now. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Sponge, slow it over. No. Shut up.
Davis to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
San Francisco. 59.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 4 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
You.
On first down, Davis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Davis now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. Shrugs him off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Check. 22, check. Over. 22, check. Check.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't. Now Davis fumbles it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. Bonner. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Davis completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Murray now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Throwing on first down. Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Davis, operating from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Here's Ryan Allen now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Murray. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51. I'm trying to collect. No, banjo. 51 must fall. 51. Not today, Tony.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 30 on second down. Murray, throw left side, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Murray now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.